Friends are forever, and boys are whatever. I'm Natalie.
I'm Marielle.
And this is Wind Down After the Bachelor.
I was just like, wine. Oh, I'm supposed to talk.
The beginning of the episode was a little
weird.
It dove right into the rose ceremony, and basically he announces to all the girls that he let go of Liz and that he had had sex with her in his romantic past, and then kind of brought in girls one-on-one to talk about that, and for the most part, they were all okay with it.
Yeah, no one really cared.
Corinne used it to empower herself.
And you could tell the girls were kind of like
what is she doing? And then whipped cream and coat and cleavage.
I just was like, he probably feels really uncomfortable right now because he's breaking his diet plan for this. Like, that's all I could think of. Corinne gets upset, goes into the bathroom, starts crying.
And then she just knocks out.
Knocks out on her bottom bunk and is not seen for the rest of the night. I have to ask you, Natalie, because this is an important thing. We've never discussed this before. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
Okay, good. Me too.
NSYNC was kind of like the,
who cares? Backstreet Boys had way better harmonies.
Nick was a little bit jealous of the Backstreet Boys. He was like, it's a good thing they're all married. And he's like,
well, speaking of jealous, I think all the girls that did not get to go on the date were so,
oh my gosh,
I would have walked off the show. I would have been like, I'm going on this date or I'm going home. Like, I don't care if I go home. Like, can I please just go to the concert?
I would have been like, I've got moves you've never seen.
So the girls show up to the date and they choreograph a dance for them.
Oh, yeah.
They're all dancing.
Okay. They're all
Jasmine's
dancing.
really good. Corinne's really bad.
Oh, Corinne gets so upset, freaking out.
It was actually really endearing, I thought, to see that side of Corinne. I wish she had sort of like stayed in that place, but instead she threw a temper tantrum and ran to the bathroom.
They ended up choosing the best dancer, and they picked Danielle, and so she got a solo serenade with Nick on stage in front of everybody. There was chemistry. He's literally grabbing her butt. And I was like, damn, Backstreet Boys, look at you going. But they're done that.
You're like 9.
When I was 9 years old, Backstreet Boys really got me going.
Kissing on the back of the bus. So Corinne apologizes to Nick for not having been at the rose ceremony, and then she walks away, and this is when she says, I made Corinne great again.
I admire this. She's like, I'm gonna grab him, I'm gonna talk to him, I'm gonna seduce him, I'm gonna have my time, like trying like get as much out of him as I can, and then I'm gonna go, leave the girls to their thing, and sleep.
I'm just gonna take a damn nap because I'm tired. It is hard work being Corinne.
Yeah, that's a strategy.
Mentally exhausting.
Yeah.
And she snores. I feel bad for whoever her roommates are.
It's okay, I feel you, I snore too.
Aw, maybe she should try sleeping on her side.
So she goes, she naps, she comes back, and then somehow she just announces to the girls, like, I just wish Raquel was here. And they're like,
Who's Raquel?
And then she's like, my nanny. And then they're kind of like,
They're all like, I'm sorry, what? But also it was late,
Not
and I
super
feel like,
surprised.
yeah.
That moment, I feel
they realized she wasn't really a contender. I mean, I think they sort of thought of her as like, she's not yet a woman who's ready for love.
Yeah. Vanessa got the one-on-one, and I was really excited about that because she's one of my number ones.
Yes.
What do you think of the date?
Okay, as soon as they went up in the plane, I was already motion sick. Just watching their date, I felt like I was gonna throw up.
They added the vomiting
sound
sound,
effects,
which was so weird.
because she was just breathing in the bag.
Just
No one's first kiss with him was as amazing as Vanessa's.
I mean, they were floating in the air.
Yeah, literally. Nick seemed a little turned on by it.
He did.
As soon as she was breathing, he was just like,
exactly. He's like, like
he was
barf
just
a little closer.
He was like, let me in that bag too, girl. A very unique date for Bachelor Nation. I don't think they've ever done anything like that before.
I loved it. Good job.
I kind of felt like that was the moment at which Nick realized that it was possible for him to find love on this show. And I think that's why it hit him so hard. I picked the wrong person in my bracket.
I picked Vanessa. What did you think about the second group date, the Olympic running, the hot tub on the track?
Would you be annoyed if a guy took you on a date where you had to like exert yourself physically that much?
Oh, yeah, like I would much rather have gone to the Backstreet Boy one.
A part of me kind of thinks that I might be grateful for it because I think the girls are so cooped up in that house. You know, a lot of these girls are probably going crazy without having their workout regimen. So like if I showed up at that date, I might be a little bit like, oh, thank God. Like, I had to like
You're
jump
yes,
over
this,
some
this
hurdles.
is my time for intervals.
The whole episode, they're teasing this pool party. The cocktail party is being canceled in lieu of a pool party.
And they're like, yeah!
You know it's gonna be really good TV when that happens.
Corinne, grabs him right away. She's in a bounce house, bouncing up and down. And they're having their moment. Girls are seeing, girls are getting mad. And this is where the flame catches. Like, girls are pissed that he is straddling Corinne.
The girls they've had enough.
One of the most powerful moments is when Vanessa confronts Nick at the end. And basically she says, you know what, I am not judging Corinne for this. Like, Corinne is being herself. She's like, I'm judging you.
Yeah. And I think ultimately how Nick responds to Vanessa, which we'll see in the next episode, will really kind of be telling about what he really wants. She said, this isn't an issue between me and Corinne. This is an issue between, this doesn't seem like the Nick that I thought I was getting to know.
How do you think he's gonna respond?
I think he will really take to heart what Vanessa said. It just never really goes in your favor to be the girl that says, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here for Nick.
He wants to fool around with Corinne. Like, he likes Corinne.
Yeah.
But he also knows, if I do this, if I give her attention in that way, it's gonna bite me in the butt and I might not find a real lasting relationship on the show. And I think that that's kind of the choice that he's needed to make his whole life.
I agree. I think he's almost like torn between the boy he used to be and the man he wants to be.
Be the man America wants you to be, Nick.
True that. Thanks for winding down with us.
Comment below with your favorite moments from this episode and what you hope to see next week.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I did.
No,
sorry.
I completely agree with you. I completely couldn't say it better myself.
No, I said what you said before.
I know.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It really got in there. Yeah,
Really connected with my brain, Marielle. Like, I couldn't,